Here's a
mid, yeah.
question. You're talking about finding an answer for the Morphling as a core, but I've
hmm
seen Undying played as a 3, and I've seen Spirit Breaker played as a 3, not tracked in that game, but hey,
You
we'll
might
see.
see the tiny band. There goes the monkey. That's also kind of expected. Giving first pick Monkey King, especially against Rick God, it's so obnoxious, man. Why does
But
he keep the move speed?
but something
You're a
that I just want
beautiful
to point out
person
before
with
this
a
game gets
charming
on the roll,
personality.
because this won't come across on
You're a
stream.
beautiful person.
You're expecting to see some that same competition, that same fire tonight as well, huh?
I think so, yeah. These two teams on paper should be relatively close. I reckon they'll might take out the last. They might take out Void Spirit. Oh no, Faceless Void.
Faceless
I was
Void.
completely wrong with that. I was
I mean,
thinking maybe they
they're
want to reduce the
they're
tempo.
looking.
They have like one or two signature spells that are just, I guess, a level above the rest in the patch, like Tiny Toss with Toss Facet and all these other like little things, and that's where Rubik.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another Bubs cast. There's been a whole lot of them lately, and tonight I just couldn't miss this game. How is it just gonna
Although the one placed by Tiny is less likely to get clipped by a sentry, that goes for the high ground.
double
Yeah,
damage
this is
top,
a
and Hancho is heading for it?
very meta ward.
Into a Necro IO was able to somehow like get what he wanted out of the lane. He really wasn't that far behind. I had a look at the net worth, and he wasn't that far behind.
hmm
And then on top of that as well, he was able to then just kind of something like a Storm Spirit, right? Oh, EMP
Right,
goes out,
Storm
EMP
Spirit.
into Whirlwind. The charge is coming though, and Harold needs to back out as fast as he can. I don't think they'll have the damage though. Just a little bit more harassed. Let him. Raccoon decides to just get on top of this Sand King as quick as he can. Out comes the Tombstone, and all of a sudden Hancho might be in a little bit of trouble. Winching is running straight at him, but does he have the damage to deal with him? Down comes the Zeus ult, and that Necro might be in a little bit of trouble. His team is coming. Can Io get him out? Will Io try and get him out? Are they going to try and take this fight? The Avalanche toss comes out. Another huge Mars ult. Their whole team is caught inside it, and just like that, we've lost the
Counted in a row, and then you're relying on your mid laner to go penultimate last and win you the game. But the troll pick's really good. Like, even though Necro is considered a counter, you can buy Ags on troll. You have so many tools.
A little bit worried because, to be honest, the draft that came out from Painter's AU Reject, sorry, last game was worrisome. But this time they've drafted better, and their draft is really coming together. Oh, Tiny pushed off the haste, and the deny comes out from RFA. All right, RFA, yeah, take the high five. Sorry, you were saying?
Rip Harold's.
Dave's out, he can't, and all of a sudden Johnny is caught out of position and dead once again. Tombstone keeps.
He has 100 HP and he gets in the Tombstone.
Yep, keeps that Spirit Breaker alive.
Breaker, just because of the Oz split up and farm mentality, gets you so many free kills. It just makes the game harder to play for a lot of players. And all you need to do is really catch them out. Much analysis for that. That's just the net worth lead showing itself. The supports have like basically nothing on Dire. Meanwhile, Winching, he just gets in there and drops a two. Battlefield as well, yeah. Notice how the Tiny's opted to start with the Null Talisman as well really early, just because he needs the mana income. He just doesn't. He's not going to get these runes. Like the Breaker will just take both water runes.
It's just so much heal, especially with the new facets. Oh my god, they decided to charge in onto Gabala. Gabala might be out of position here. Gets off the scatter shot, but oh, down she goes.
They cast the Disruption instantly on the Spirit Breaker, which didn't last at all. And then he gets baited into thinking he can go on the Shadow Demon, but then
missed axe call, drops the Dagon, and then drops the dust. Since I've seen anything like that. Let's go.
Charge onto Johnny top. Cal just might be a little bit short on the damage.
Slaughter Gang side besides that Rubik at this stage.
It does give 12 armor, do not forget. 12 armor and magic resist is ballistic. Io is really, really strong, and he's probably one of the hero's facets I like the most. Hopefully they don't have a triple lane stomp into a 20-minute match. I'm expecting some good, healthy Dota here, some good team fights. I don't know, maybe just Brawlhalla. Something everyone can enjoy. Damage.
Just doing 6,000 damage at 5 minutes, as Chinese do in 2024. Hey, this Ricochet has caught me off guard as a support far too many times. Those are super stacked.
Yeah, so the lanes have gotten much better for AU rejects this game than last match, which means the Dire's not going to have any momentum going into mid game at this rate.
Blink Dagger's 40 gold away on the Mars. That's a 13-minute Blink Dagger in a Necro lane too, so pretty impressive.
Yeah, he's made up for his
series against Team Dog Cage. I've been messaged by many people who have told me that they were super impressed with your gameplay and your team's gameplay last night. And so
10 facets during a game, and then having to track which one they actually took. It just gets so messy so quickly. And here we have the Gubala Snapfire, and the instant
come to these fights, get these absolutely stellar Mars ults off. The amount of times I screamed, "Oh my god, another phenomenal Mars ult in that game," as he just gets in.
Because you can cast it while stunned, but not while silenced, and Dire has no silences at all, but they have a lot of stuns.
Okay. Axe here. What you thinkers? Alright, tell me.
So a lot of these high what they call high IQ players are actually pretending. If they can't play 100 to 0 combo, they suck ass.
The micro. And again, Hunter doesn't respect it, gets caught out, and this time he brings a Necro for the Necro stack. How many stacks does he have now? Let's have a look. Three sides.
He is currently on 3 with Jax. I think that's mostly for the Gachi Johnny matchup, because a lot of Gachi's heroes probably fall victim to the BKB Pierce of Axe Call, and it just sets you up to die in so many different ways.
And they're playing with fire here. This is a Morphling.
They're just BMing them at this point, taunting Reverie in the fountain, knowing his team doesn't
have
my
lord, he gets a bash, but now Gachi's pinned in the corner. Morphling's just going to try and pour it out here. No, cancels his port,
TP.
But that might be a mistake, Reverie, because there are 4 Radiant heroes here and they are looking for you. He does have 4,200 HP and is outside his tier 3 though, so he might just live
fire, which means as he levels up Little Shredder, he will be taking all the Little Shredder talents, and he'll be buying a Maelstrom or a Gleipnir of some description, getting all these procs out. Tiny did take the crash landing, so he'll be pumping the toss. Where it follows you around, because
I can answer that one. For once, I can answer that one, because in the pro scene, they're deciding to they just value the invisibility more, and once you've got the bloods.
This is some good Dota. Hey, this is what I was hoping for from one of these games.
This is what you were telling me was going to happen. After the first game, I was
just be because of what the players play here. Obviously, you don't see a lot of Axe at Riyadh, but you see a lot of the Willow and the Hoodwink that kind of prevents it, and the Underlord where
Sunstrike, and all of a sudden the troll goes down, and the snap lives. Hey, Radiant are making this funky draft work, huh?
Yeah, that's another 1,000 goals.
Makes it more interesting for me, makes it more interesting for the people that are out there. And lately there's been a whole bunch of stomps. Last night, obviously, you had that fantastic
in these early
charge comes out, and they found Raccoon again. Raccoon playing forward, the reload is coming in, and in comes our big oh my god, if that toss damage is just sideline, and I think Johnny's in a whole lot of trouble as that Axe is trying to blink and dunk. Gets the Battle Hunger off, and there's the dunk.
Oh. RFA needs to be a
who copped 4 or 5 bans, even in the professional scene.
Okay, Hoodwink ban into first pick Tiny. I think that's kind of expected. Tiny's just
100, isn't it? For Axe?
Yeah, but it's got the
for the yeah, for the eat. I see what you're saying.
Sorry, 6,058. I was thinking 68 for some reason. But yeah, it can be
3, right?
Yes, with Soul Strike, he's done the wand opening and all branches to maximize his damage as quickly as possible. I will comment the
Ricochet. So we get the Rubik 5. So Snap does elect to be the position 3.
Yeah.
I can't imagine there's going to be a whole lot of play in this bottom lane as long as he's there, and that Spirit can still have a whole bunch of impact if it can somehow survive. But I don't think it is going to survive here because the bear is on top of it, and down goes the Spirit. As
they don't have the damage anymore.
So thank you so much, you legends. I hope you enjoyed the game. Thank you, White Glint, for letting Bops yell in your ears. And everyone, you have a phenomenal, phenomenal evening. Good night, guys. See what they can cook up. Look at this cutie Rubik with his little feather shoulder. It's his own little green Scardy. I love it. I love it. Okay, so let's get this ball on the road. He needs to be careful here. He gets the stun out in return, but it looks like there is some dust on top of that big space cow. And in just a moment, we'll see a dunk on top of Huncho. RFA can't save him from that one.
The Dagon cow.
Facet's being introduced to the game is a huge change. Facet interaction with Rubik. Do you think it needs any changes? Oh, Io. Nice.
It is confusing as shit, man, if I have to be completely honest. Having to track...
Yes, space cow, keep diving? No.
It nullifies a lot of the damage of the Ursa, but the Zeus still put him down to like half there. So flexible at the moment, can go really anywhere. And opening the Spirit Breaker. This is another thing that's Oz specialty, the Spirit Breaker. I don't think it's being played nearly at all in Riyadh, but Oz players really love their break.
Spirit Breaker, ulting back up into the high ground, and there's the route we were looking for. Toss to try and get that big, angry troll off of him, but I don't think he's going anywhere. Young Harold goes down. But it looks like Infoca's rotating in. Not much of a gap. Oh, they're looking. They're looking. Axe is here, gets the blink call once again, throws the Dagon out and drops and the whip comes out. Looks like they're still looking for Win Xing. Shadow Demons died somewhere in the background that I didn't quite catch, but it looks like Axe jumps in to get a good call, but he's delayed by the avalanche toss, and now... Ooh, is he in trouble? They smile and have a bit of a laugh.
Yeah. So they do have the shard now on the Undying, even though they... did they get
out of Dota? Oh god, I'd like to see it gone. But there you go. Hey, just to call it out, you said that there'd be an Axe ban, and what do we have? An Axe ban.
Yeah, we have Axe ban first 2 for AU region.
Does Johnny try and take that tombstone, get a bit of gold for himself? Looks like he is.
He should get it, yeah. They will not be defending. And the Huncho rotation scouted out again. Oh, that would actually...
Gabala on the edge there, trying to deal with the Vengeful Spirit.
Reverie escapes in the back
line. Looks like Raccoon is going to charge in, and all of a sudden that Vengeful Spirit might be in a little bit of trouble, and is dead. Run, Johnny, there's still a full team.
Really good counter to the Spirit Breaker because of the Demonic Purge, completely rips off Bulldoze. And it will also pull off the attack speed on Ursa. So those 6 hits,
I've been wrong before.
I'd say he needs to get active around the 15-minute mark with his Shard. He needs to purchase Radiance and Shard on the dot at 15 if he wants to have any hope of winning this. It's
all of a sudden 4 Radiant heroes there.
Charge, they're going for the IO.
Charge, going on the IO. They want to eliminate it because they know that they can win these fights if they do take it out. Huncho is feeling...
Bit of a nothing connection there.
Yeah. RFA on Rubik, Johnny on Mars, Prey on Spirit Breaker, and Rev on the Troll Warlord. No smokeouts in this early game.
Yeah, these two will play very slow.
So, all right. Well, like let's take a second to just calm down, think for a second. You're AU rejects. You come out with this oddball draft
The Spirit Breaker has just been the MVP of both these games, I think.
Prey caught out of position once again, charged and deleted by that Spirit Breaker. Referee, you're juggling it against 3 heroes here. The rest of the team isn't with him.
That from the tournament?
Charge
Yes,
in on the Sand King.
They have another save.
Looks like he just decides to speed away, but the smoke comes out and it's not caught on any vision. So if they find someone here, they may back into the tower. She gets the scatter shot off so that she can sort of slip away there, but she still is very low, and Rubik has a fair bit of right-click damage. Down goes Gabala to the Rubik's.
I do look like an idiot, but it's really hard to predict because they're doing some silly stuff as well.
Yeah, I can't predict it either, so don't you worry.
Yeah, Voka mid, pos 1 troll. I think that's actually the reason why Reveries died a couple times.
Is charging onto that Shadow Demon, and he is just absolutely eliminated. That Zeus ult is doing some real damage. Name right now. What's the fish? Naga. Like we see Naga pushing out pushing out with illusions. We see Terrorblade pushing out with illusions. He almost got caught by
Spirit Breaker there. Oh no, he's gonna try sneak Roche and he's gonna get clipped too, I think. Seconds of invulnerability basically on the auto attacks. Oh, RFA's getting low up top.
And she decides to run forward. All of a sudden the troll comes out and throws some rolling axes, but
get a bit sleepy because they kind of like imploded off the lanes, but game 2, oh my.
Spicy, absolutely spicy. Well, I'll tell you what, if I do end up casting
dire whatsoever. I mean, Morphling did get his Lincolns, but the Dagon unironically also breaks that as well. Meanwhile, Ursa's going to have BKB.
Charge in on Honcho, and when you see this hero played well, is there anyone on AU Rejects that plays Brood well? Are they banning it just because it's meta, or are they...
Gooby and Gachi, 100%.
Okay,
Those two players, even right, it breaks the way you want to play Dota. It just doesn't work anymore.
Here we go.
Smoke Tiny is getting a lot lot push bottom, but
Honcho,
the cow just, like,
you need to be careful because your teleport just got interrupted and you decides to back out.
Very early BKB.
Very early BKB.
Very Tiny's caught. Oh my god. Did you see it?
Yeah, Tiny caught by the Spirit Breaker. You pop the Lincolns, but that bear is still running at you, and out comes Tombstone, which is going to give him the vision he needs. Abyssal Blade keeps you in place for just a second, and Honcho, ooh, you need to be careful, mate, he's invisible.
So the Shadow Demon, they've gone for an Undying, one of the few saves in the game that doesn't get ruined by Shadow Demon. You can just buy Shard and put someone in a Tombstone for 3 seconds, or until it breaks.
Big. A little bit of extra mana regen for the rest of the game, he'll love that.
Yeah, okay, as these fights keep going, the Dire just seem to be getting so much more out of them than the Radiant. Every fight that Dire wins is like a 3.
King. This might be the first time we actually catch it. Live leak, live on camera. This Axe bullying. Oh, maybe not bullying the Morphling as the Tiny arrives to try and save him here. It looks like Tiny's decided to throw himself away.
This 100% you were 100% going to get, but because he opted not to go the Blink Dagger, he just doesn't. Yeah. And it doesn't impact Gooby at all. Wowee.
Another charge out on Johnny. To secure that kill.
Harold's getting rich here. You saw the impact this guy had last game with no gold.
Oh, meanwhile, Reveries down again. Reveries down again.
The blink reveal. Oh my god, I've missed it twice. Did you?
I've played into Rev quite a bit, and I've played both his Naga and his Troll, and they are spooky heroes when they are in his hands. So I get it.
I fucking ignored you. And just did it anyway. But what you're saying is not wrong at all. However, I definitely would say winching on the Undying it's simple. He plays simple heroes.
Strong in the meta, or is this just a specialist shutdown? Is this just someone saying no? We're not going to give you. What you're comfortable on. We're going to make you play something that's out of your comfort zone.
I think it could
immediately follow with a Snapfire because they know what they want to do, and then within 0.5 seconds the Mars comes out. So is that just research? Is that knowledge? These teams know each other?
Yeah, so this is a bit of the teams knowing each other. Like
Before he had this bull rush talent, Boxy was
Yeah.
doing exactly what we're seeing now. Now he has the bull rush talent. Like, it's so
it breaks
obnoxious.
Dota.
Yeah.
Your hunt could be big. If they get a kill on Hunch Dog, it could be insane.
Oh, power shot comes out. Toss. Huge damage from that little shredder and the toss together, but he's got the invisibility. Do any of the supports bring any vision? No, they didn't. They have one job. Better and better and better. We've got Team Dog Cage, Australian Painters, AU Rejects. Like these are some awesome teams this season.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say like. I just shows like how
trying to get vision for the axe. Morphling's Korea almost gets scouted by Gabala then. The bear is still... Another huge Marzol, and that IO is just gone. Down goes Gabala as well. Troll on the edge, wants to go in on the Tiny, but Tiny gets the blink off. Now that Troll alters down. He is still forced to just run at that.
Ironically, the Dagon's doing so much work.
Now. Holy, does he actually get dunk stacks off of the Vengeful? He does. I don't know.
Think he did.
He didn't? The lift?
The lift?
Not much to follow up.
Didn't have the spear. So something to note is the Invoker didn't have boots in that whole engagement. So if he overstepped, he was probably dead. But lucky for him.
Now, obviously this seems like a respect ban, and we're seeing things like the Broodmother being banned because they're actually just super strong in the meta right now. Do you think Axe is Dota, and in my opinion, possibly the best hero in all of Dota? This hero does so much. Okay, first of all, the illusion damage buffed. Phenomenal. We already knew
Mars response probably for Johnny Sins.
So these guys have done their research on each other then. What I saw then was an Io pick. Obviously, Io, one of my favorite heroes, one of the best heroes in the game. Even the...
Okay. Oh no, sorry, Gachi's on the... Wait, what? Gachi's on the Necro? What position are they playing?
Raccoon picks up the Windy. Okay, look at this mess.
That's it. My god, that does so much damage as well.
So was he just...
He only did 700... He was half health, I think. And he got cleaned.
Nice. God, Tiny does so much damage.
It just... through, just because it was the most impactful hero on Radiant last game, by far.
Well, they just beat it. Are they confident enough to let it slip through? Goes down, charge through. Looks like Johnny's little tiny Aghanim spirit is in a whole lot of trouble. He gets to swap off to try and waste as much time as possible, but I think he is going to go down. It's on his Rubik, one of the boys of Dog. It's interesting to see that they do put a lot of value on these comfort heroes, because we're seeing that reflect in the pro scene, right? You've got players, really dominant players like Amar.
Tombstone doesn't care if he dies. He has a ceaseless dirge. Oh, random Ursa kill. Gachi's down.
What happened there? Was he just lurking on low HP? Did Prey take him? Was it Prey?
Yeah, he got slain by the Tiny. Toss 10 regen, 10 HP regen, and 5 mana. I mean, like, he's just not respecting the toss damage. He's expecting the
IO. Spirit Breaker decides he wants to take this kill on his own. Down goes Wing Xing.
Unfortunately. Not catch a break in game 2. They're getting absolutely decimated, to say. They are. Like, look at their scorelines. 1-6 Morphling, 2-10... Vengeful Spirit, which is excels when he can get that one spell off that hero and then make it do a one shot on another hero.
And tell me, what do you think about the way that the facets obviously
think twice about picking this IO? I would expect they're going to think twice about picking the Necro. The IO will likely get banned by Dire next game. Like, he did so much really rough.
Okay. All right. Well.
Yes. So the Rubik's is going to be banned. The IO is going to be banned, and the Break is going to be banned.
So if they ban those three heroes, let's say they get rid of those three. Shattered Demon is dead as well! Toss away, but it doesn't matter, the Tiny goes down. Hunter's here. He wants Winching. He wants something in return, and decides to even waste his ult to try and deal with this big, punching, undying. Hunter George on Sand King, Prey on Tiny, Johnny on Vengeful Spirit, RFA on Shadow Demon, and Reverie on Morphling. Now Johnny on Vengeful Spirit makes Vengeful Spirit
like, in the numbers, but the amount of saves that the Undying was able to do, and the amount of, like, even if it's just like a tombstone save or just the Greaves keeping someone alive, that prevents like 10 to 15.
Shin, Raccoon
What
is
the
diving and
hell?
down goes Tiny
The
as well.
entire
That's a
team is
5-man
dead.
wipe! It's a 5-man wipe!
The entire team is gone. They're all gone. What the hell?
The rune does spawn on top of the Tiny, he's got it. Does he try and dodge the EMP with the illusion rune? He doesn't, but he might get the kill onto the Spirit Breaker, but here comes Mars, absolutely pins that eye to the wall and says, no, you're not going to help this Tiny go anywhere. See these guys maybe in the finals, and you are unlucky enough to not make it to the finals, which I think is very unlikely. I've seen your Gyro. Your Gyro is going to rip all the way to the finals. But if you're not,
Hopefully, yeah.
and these guys make it, maybe I'll hit you up again to